Hi, welcome to a new video dedicated to the new Eachine toys quadcopter. Yet it's another Wi-Fi toys quadcopter machine. This is the E58. It comes after the 56, the 57, and so on. And I think there will be a 59 and so on. So what we have in hand, we have more or less a toys quadcopter clone of the DJI Mavic and Spark, a mixture of. Okay, we have a wide angle camera with 1 or 2 megapixel, at least offering 720p 720p FPV resolution feedback, and there's also a built-in DVR also able to shoot the native 720p resolution. We have a foldable system, and good news, it's possible more or less to adjust the length orientation. So this machine comes in RTF, so with a transmitter, and can be also controlled via the classic Wi-Fi application available in both iOS and Android. So let's discover this new machine. Okay, here are all the contents of the packaging. I will start with the instruction manual in English, printed in color, okay, but usually badly translated, so all the sentences are not super clear. And what we will find, at least on the third pages, is this is all the role of the button of the radio transmitter. Okay, so we have, of course, the possibility to engage headless mode and the so-called 1K to somewhere on the external left shoulder button. Okay, and we have also this button officially to trigger the photo if shortly press or long press to turn on and off the video recording, but I would say immediately in practice is not working from the radio. You will have to trigger your camera, the built-in DVR, from your smartphone. Okay, the right shoulder button also too. So the rear one is to perform 360 flips. Okay, and this one is to select one of the 3-speed mode. We have an auto takeoff here and an auto landing, and the other button here and here are some trimming direction buttons. So what we have some prop guards. Okay, I will show how to install a bag of accessories where we have a very tiny screwdriver, only 4 blades, but be aware you need 2 of them to assemble the full props because they are foldable themselves. USB to micro USB cable, that's all. So in fact only 2 complete props. So let's discover the machine. So it comes folded and it's pretty compact. I can give you some information when it's compacted. So it's very transportable, something about 120 millimeters by, okay, in maximum, by something about 63. I would say in 8 we have something also reasonable, something about 42. Okay, so it's quite transportable, so that's really great. It looks relatively nice, but we can guess the wide angle of the Wi-Fi module, where on the rear side we can find the 2.4 gigahertz of the Wi-Fi module. So very hidden, okay, like the most of the Vivizio or the recent model I review. Where is it? This is the Falcon. Okay, this model pretty good also. I reviewed some time ago the XY Falcon 017. The DVR slot, okay, where to insert the micro SD card is very located here, pretty hard to guess it. So you will need a class 10 micro SD card at least, okay, and I think it's in this direction or in this one, I hope so, until you hear a click and it's okay. So be sure to have a class 10 minimum. So first remark, look that when the camera lens is installed, and the maximum position is still targeting the ground with an angle of something about -10, -15 degrees. What a drawback! Why they didn't enlarge the casing here to offer a much more horizontal position, and even more a positive one, because when you are flying forward you need to have a positive lens. So the first mode I will do, if you are interested by this kind of machine, is to enlarge this I would say curve hole here to increase the possibility to have a positive angle. Okay, so let's unfold it. So you will have to start with the rear arms, then the first by the front and then by the rear one, because on the front arms you have these landing gears blocking the unfolding if you start by the rear one. So we have the motors. Look, that the position of front and rear motor are shifted by something about 2 millimeters, 2 centimeters or something, and this is why it explains the presence of the frontal landing pads, okay, to have one installed horizontally to have a flat machine. Okay, so it's relatively large, and as you can see, even the props must be unfolded. Okay, so only 2 of them are here, so probably a clockwise and one counterclockwise. So it's a little bit bad news for machine to not deliver a full complete one. So on the rear side we have the battery, which is a 501 cellular LiPo with these 3 pads connector. Okay, so it's classic one, so probably you can use some different charger from different toys. Quadcopter is using the same, but anyway, good news, look that we have a micro USB, okay, where you need to plug this cable to your favorite PC, or if you are in the field, to your favorite power bank. You will be able to recharge in the field. So standalone, this battery weighs something around 18.3 grams. Okay, it's proprietary, but I can give you some dimension. If you want to mode it directly with a GST connector, should be possible. So it's 65 by 25 by something about 11. Okay, so just need to insert with the connector installed on top and just push like this, insert fully, and then it's done. Okay, push correctly, and to power the machine, just press on top. You will have this message, fasten flash blue on top. Okay, or so, and after a couple of seconds it will stop to flash fast and more slower. Okay, so to turn off you have to long press this central button this time, so it's pretty obvious. Okay, and if you want to fly the machine with your radio, okay, you will have to first bind the quadcopter with the radio before to connect the camera with Wi-Fi. So how to proceed? I will turn on the machine, turn on the transmitter, okay, and you will need a AA battery to feed this transmitter. Okay, so be aware you will need probably to attach completely the back cover with the screw, but if not, and to fully arm bind, you need to push up and down, and then it becomes solid. So now it's ready to be flew. Okay, and in terms of color, we have a solid red on rear, very visible white on front, so great for lost flight. Okay, and a small blue here, and also for the camera, I don't know if you will be able to see, we have a blue. Okay, stay solid. So as I said previously, in theory, if I press on this one, I should take a picture. It's flashing here, okay, and here nothing happens, still the blue lights. So, and on the file, on the micro SD card, nothing will be written. The same for to shoot a video, I have to long press. Okay, and this beeping like this, and nothing appeared. So everything, the control of the camera, at least for this module, must be done via the application. Okay, so let's have a look to this application. I will show you on my tablet like this. Okay, and you will have to download, okay, this where is it exactly? Blah blah blah. There will be the blah 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 is the GYUFO. Okay, so through Google Play, just type it and you will be able to find. So first you will need to connect to the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi. Okay, so this one is not a 5.8 GHz one, no specific password, just need to connect. Okay, and then in this case you will be able to connect to the application. So I will go return to the application GYUFO. Okay, please start it. Be sure in the option that you turn on the preview on 720p, okay, to enjoy maximum resolution, and then you will be able, okay, like this, to enjoy the 720p resolution. So good news, if you want to fly both with the radio and the smartphone, just need to extract like this, and a 5.5 inch smartphone can be installed hardly, and be aware because it can block your any button located laterally. That's a drawback, so be aware. And this is the maximum size we can install, but okay, so 5.5 inch maximum, so be aware like this. So anyway, we will continue to the main tablet. As you can see, there is a lag. Okay, so Wi-Fi, no problem. And well, you have to know that most of this lag, at least part of it, I won't say most, is coming from the camera, okay, DVR. This one in theory should record at 25 frames per second, but it's not the case. We have something about 15, 16 frames per second. Then after this 15 frames per second is encoded to be sent to the Wi-Fi chips. This is why we have an extra delay like this, and the frame rate is far to reach 25 frames per second. Well, the latency is not so bad in a close distance. We have something about 0.2, 0.3 seconds. Is not so bad. But the frame rate is not super enjoyable, I will say. The field of view is great, okay, and the color rendition not bad at all. So really the details are there. For a toys quadcopter is pretty good, and it's like the Falcon I show you at the beginning of the video. It's a really good, I would say, toys quadcopter camera. The light sensitivity is not so bad, okay, and like this I can the machine can be controlled with the radio, but if you want you can fly uniquely with the tablet or smartphone by pressing here on and to let appear the virtual stick, okay, and then in this case, if the transmitter was never turned on before, you can fly this quadcopter uniquely with your smartphone or tablet. Okay, so what we have, if you want to record through into the micro SD, you will need to press this button here, okay, like this, and in this case you will see this. Now the blue light of the DVR is flashing fast, and if I stop recording, okay, like this, you will see that now is flashing slowly. Okay, so it's strange. The first time you will press, you will flash fast, sorry, and then return to fast slowly. It's not to return to solid. It's strange, but it's like this. If you take a picture, just press here and it will trigger a photo shooting. Okay, that's all. So what's a pity that you cannot fly standalone in lost condition, and to shoot video you need absolutely a smartphone or a tablet to be able to record into the built-in DVR module. Okay, so I think I make the tour of this machine and the radio command button, and it's time to check in the field what is the behavior of this one, what the quality of the built-in DVR sensor, okay, camera, and what is the range and so on. Let's go in the field. Okay, first demo flight of the E58 in outdoors condition, and well, in terms of radio protocol, this one is using the pan chip 2-in-1 MCU plus RF chip. Well, there is no obvious way to capture at least from the transmitter point of view, the SPI that are required to hack the radio protocol. It means that there is not a lot of hopes one day that this protocol will be deviated or supported by a third-party radio transmitter. Okay, so I tried with the former Eachine model. I was not able to bind it. It's one more time yet another radio protocol. Well, another drawback, most of the smartphone buttons are located on the front and it's completely blocked by the radio transmitter, so it's not obvious. You have to first pre-install laterally like this to turn on your smartphone like this, and then in order to unlock the screen, and then after to run the software. So it's not super obvious. Okay, with such kind of position. Anyway, the antenna are completely fake. Okay, I will start now the binding, and then I will connect to the Wi-Fi application. Let's go. Okay, so I will turn on the quadcopter by short pressing the top button, and I will turn on the radio and finish to bind the quadcopter by pushing the throttle up and down. You will hear this second beep, and the LEDs here, the blue on the transmitter is solid as well on the quadcopter. So I will disable here the data connection to have a working Wi-Fi, and I will run my application screensaver as well in order to recapture everything. Okay, so it's running. Okay, and I will be able now to run the application. So it's GY UFO. Okay, and then I will be able to gently slide it. Okay, and if it's not detaching from the screen, should be okay. So I will check that I am in 720p preview. It's the case. Okay, and press back, and now I will press play, and I should have the video feedback. That's great. So I will press recording. So as I said in my unboxing, you need to press the virtual camera button, not on the transmitter, and it should flash fast now. Yes, it's not super visible in the daylight, but it should. And okay, so I will press the takeoff button here. Okay, so we have an altitude hold like this, and well, look that. Maybe I should deserve to calibrate the transmitter, so I will press the auto landing. Okay, so how to calibrate? You can do it both on the smart application or through the application. So via the control, you have to push in lower or right, and it should flash. You have this beep emitting, is calibrate. So I would now repress takeoff. Yes, the situation is better. No more drift, or just a few. So let's check the position. Okay, in the beginner rate, not so bad. The yaw is correct, and it's already flying relatively well. So, and let's have a look on the FPV feedback. So the frame rate is of course not super important. Oh, it's shifting a lot. Yes. So yes, backward. So it means that my calibration was not really done on the flat surface, but it's flying well. So let's engage. Sorry, 2 beep now. No, this is the fastest mode. Wow, much more faster, as you can see. Yes, it's flying beautifully. Oh, the application. Where is the application? Oh, so I will press. So while it's descending on the landing, you can control your machine. I will stop. Okay, and I will repress camera. Okay, and resend the return, rerunning the application. I don't know why it stopped. It crashed maybe. Anyway, I'll press play, and I will stop recording here. Cancel record play. I hope it should be okay. And the application crashed. I don't know why. So I will try to resume. Okay, and try to recalibrate a bit more. Okay, should be more done. Recalibrate. It's done. You have some fast flashing. Press recording one more time, and let's go with the auto takeoff. Beginner rate now. Okay. Ah, not bad. Not so bad. So this is a beginner rate. The yaw is correct. Yes, and I will try to capture more or less some video. So what we can regret is you don't have any selfie mode. The video feedback is not so bad, really, and it's more or less stable. As you can see, we even have in free wind-free condition some relatively stable. Okay, look at that, not so bad. So I deeply regret that the camera couldn't be installed at least fully horizontally, and even more, even with some positive angle. When you're moving fast forward, you always need to be a little bit in altitude to target your center of your scene. That's maybe a drawback. The altitude hold is playing well. 2 beep. Now I am in intermediate mode, not so bad. And this machine is flying well. I will try. So today there is a lot of wind in the area, so I don't want to fly super high because I don't want to lose it, this machine. But anyway, so in altitude we should. I will try to climb more. So the wide angle is pretty good. Okay, and I will try to decrease a little bit. Okay, maximum slowdown rate, descent rate. So the descent rate is not super fast as well as the ascent. You have something about half a meter per second. Yes, look at that. Maximum throttle down, and it's relatively slow. Yes, 1 meter per second in descent rate, but look, the stabilization pretty good. Okay, well, some drift versus time, but I think it's linked with the presence of wind. But the FPV link is definitively good. The color rendition is pretty good. Let's see how the light is, of course, with shadows on and so on. So how I'm captured. What we can do is to perform a flip maybe, but well, this should be. Oh, it was the emergency stopping button. I forgot to mention. So be aware of that. If you long press on the top backward button, top right backward button, it's applying an emergency stop, and this is definitively a good option. Okay, so let's repress takeoff. I should need another calibration, so I will press landing. Yes, and we try to calibrate one more time. Okay, or I can do it. I will stop recording here. I will press recording here, so it should be around. You don't want to apply me the calibration. So why you don't want? Oh, now it's done. I will press recording one more time. Yes, and press takeoff. So yes, wow. So the flips require some altitude, as you can see. Yeah. Oh, it crashed the machine. Okay. Yes, the Wi-Fi disconnected. As you can see, the machine stopped to power. It's my fault. Yes, so I guess I lost the last file, and I will need to reconnect. So be aware when you perform a flip to have a nominal altitude. Nothing broke. Okay, no, nothing broke. So I just need to reconnect to the application. So I will have to return into the settings. Okay, and go to the Wi-Fi. Okay, I'm connected. Yeah, I'm connected, so I can run one more time the application. Okay, and EYO play. Yes, I'm still here, so I will press recording one more time and press the takeoff. Oh, He doesn't want anymore. So maybe I need to power off everything. Yes, I will do that as well on the transmitter. Okay, and I will stop recording here. Stop recording. Okay, and try to turn on everything. Okay, turn on. Finish the binding. Should be okay. So let's try to see on the Wi-Fi if I can be connected one more time. Connecting. Okay. It's not yet here. Okay. Retrieve the IP address. Okay. And it's time to record one more time. Where is it? Is here. Okay. And run the application. Tac. Here. And play. Yes. Yeah. And I will run the recording one more time. So the crash led to a fatal behavior. So let's. Yeah, no, flips worked fine. So can we do perform a flip while moving forward? We cannot. So we need to be horizontal and stall to perform a flips. But you don't lose a lot of altitude. The machine fly well. Really, from beginner rate is relatively pleasant flyers for toys. And look that. Okay. Look the stability in the video. Of course we don't have any pure but for a toy quadcopter the Wi-Fi link is not so bad. I hope I will have some recording. Well, the machine tends to drift, okay, so be aware to regularly calibrate the stuff, but it's relatively jello free. Look at that, it's not so bad. And the flying duration are pretty good for 500 milliamps per hour, one cellule, and the machine is relatively light. So not so bad, really. What I will do with such machine first, the first mode I will probably do my lens orientation mode. Flashing. So I start to have LVC. Okay, so after 5 minutes at least, that's a really good point. And it's look that it's flying well, relatively silent, pretty good, nice machine. Okay, so I will try to lose altitude. Okay, and I will stop recording here. Okay, and let's press the auto landing, and voila, works fine. So I will stop recording here. Sorry. Stop recording here. Okay, perfect. And from the first conclusion, well, I really like how the Wi-Fi rendering is flying relatively well. I like this 3-speed mode, very well tuned. It's relatively silent. The foiling capacity is great. It's transportable. The flying duration is also good. Okay. What I regret the non-possibility to apply 0 degrees or even more positive angle. The absence of 4 complete spare props. Okay, that's maybe a drawback. But except that, this machine is got a very good 720p FPV link for toy quadcopter. The frame rate is about 15 frames per second. Okay, it's not so bad, and the color rendition as well, the light sensitivity is really acceptable. Okay, so I think that the toy quadcopter made some little progress in the last months. Okay, and the design of this one is really cool, mimicking copying a DJI one, but it's not so bad. So a relatively good Wi-Fi quadcopter from Eachine, recommended. Okay, if you are looking for a very cheap one, okay, for our first experience at least to capture, to shoot, to monitor your current scene. Don't expect to fly a real FPV with, it's not a real FPV flyer, but at least you have some real-time video feedback of your current scene you are filming. Okay, 720p video won't be fantastic, but it's a toy, so don't forget that, and for a toy it's not so bad. Okay, I hope you enjoy this new video. If you like it, please send it, and see you next time. Bye bye.